And therefore, the solution to the problems that we face today is not all that complex, because the founders actually thought they were going to prevent this. They knew it might not happen because they warned that this is a good document, but it won't work unless the people uphold it and they have a moral fiber to stand up and send only people there to defend the Constitution. And because we've slipped away from that, we have now recognized that we have gone a long way from the free market to sound money. Have you ever noticed that the money is losing value, and that there's somebody in Washington called the Federal Reserve printing money and destroying the value of our dollar? So these are the kind of things that were written in the Constitution that were supposed to protect us. The purpose of if you read the Constitution real carefully, you'll find out that most of it are prohibitions on the federal government. They enumerate exactly what they're allowed to do, and that is all they're allowed to do. But the modern day interpretation of the Constitution is, if there's not an explicit prohibition against the federal government to doing something, they're allowed to do it. Well, that's completely wrong. If you ever have a teacher tell you that, tell them that's not wrong. They're only allowed to do the things that they have been given authority to do. And what a difference the world would make. We don't have the authority to occupy unearthed countries. We don't have the authority to be the policemen of the world. We don't have the authority to get involved and go into nation building. And this is all important because it tends to contribute significantly to our economic crisis. In the last 10 years, we've added $4 trillion to our national debt. So in order to get back to a true republic, we have to have a foreign policy compatible with a republic, and it's not foreign intervention. It's a strong national defense by minding our own business. Personal liberty is really the key to it. If you recognize that liberty comes as a gift from God or in a natural way, therefore it is your life. You should be able to run your life as you choose. Your liberty is yours. And if that is true, and that would be the consequence, we would have a tax policy like the founders gave us. And they didn't give us the 16th Amendment either. So there's every reason to believe, though, that we should be optimists, because the country is waking up. They're realizing that we are having these very serious problems, and the government cannot solve the problems. They do know now that we are a bankrupt nation. We don't have the wealth. We can't keep borrowing and printing money, and it won't solve our problems. And I think the younger generation understands this as well as anybody, because they're inheriting a mess, and they're inheriting a lot of debt. They're inheriting a system where jobs don't come easily. And this is sad, but it's also an opportunity. If we want to reverse things, we have to say, this was anticipated, we knew it was coming, but we know what the answer is. And the answer can be found in our traditions and an understanding and a belief in freedom, in free markets and property rights. So let us all be positive about it and be very optimistic that we don't have to start from scratch. We got into this mess because we didn't obey the Constitution, and quite frankly, we can get out of this mess by sending only people to Washington who will obey the Constitution.